Welcome to the MFR Coaches podcast, where we talk about how you can create a six-figure MFR practice. I'm your host, Heather Hommel. Not only have I been practicing MFR for 11 years, I'm also a life and business coach, especially for MFR therapists. My goal is for you to understand how to get fully booked, how to talk to your clients, and how to make sure they understand what's possible for them with MFR treatment. I'm here to help you stop under-earning, overworking, and burning out. I'll lend support so you can create the MFR practice you've always wanted. Learn how you can do it too, even if you live in a tiny town, and even if you're just starting out, and even if you've ran your practice for years. Let's go. I am so excited to announce that Raise Your Rate Bootcamp is now a course available for purchase. Buy Raise Your Rate Bootcamp and get all 5 days of the training and coaching, including the 50-page workbook. Get instant access to the course so you can dig right in and learn my exact method for raising your rate as an MFR therapist. Throughout the training, you'll watch me coach MFR therapists on their concerns and their hesitations around raising their rates. You'll watch the transformation as these therapists go from freaked out to ready to announce the change, all over the course of 5 days. And you'll also hear from current and past coaching clients who will share their experiences of what it's like to work with me as their coach. Click on the link in my bio on Instagram or in the show notes here and get access right now. Have your rate raised by this time next week. You can do it too. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the MFR Coaches Podcast. I am your host, Heather Hommel. I haven't said that for a while. I was trying to get out of the habit, but here it comes right out of my mouth. Today, I wanted to talk to you all about the word no. How often when you are told no, do you kind of feel yourself spinning out or get a weird feeling in your body? How often when you fear that the answer is no, do you avoid asking someone the question that you really want to ask? If you're anything like me, hearing the word no is somehow the hot sizzle of death. It's like getting in trouble to my nervous system, and my nervous system hates being in trouble. But when I break it down, I'm just asking a question to get an answer. I'm asking a question and I'm getting an answer. It's what I make that answer mean about me and the person giving the answer that becomes the part where I spin out. And maybe that's true for you too. I've been needing to say no more often lately, and I see this coming in waves in my personal life and my business life. I've done an episode on this before, but now is like a really good time to revisit this because it's personally coming up for me. I've been needing to create new boundaries and to be getting clearer and clearer on my objectives and what I will and won't do. And this is hard for my brain and for my personality. I tend to be a people pleaser. And that might be shocking for some of you, but it's true. In the moment, it seems easier to just go along with what someone else wants. This is like my default patterning, and I see it coming up when I'm about to do something big or when I get scared of what I'm about to do. It's easy to default back into patterns if you don't have awareness. Sometimes I think I'll just spare their feelings and just keep the peace. Only when I do that, I'm lying to myself about that micro relief that I think I'm going to feel keeping the peace or letting the other person have what they want. Maybe you notice this too. It looks like things ending in an outburst instead of calmly, or you feeling terrible or sick to your stomach instead of just saying what's on your mind or letting people know what you want. Far too often, I see MFR therapists doing this in their businesses, but also in their day-to-day lives. Maybe it's doing too much at home and allowing that to take away from the hours you plan to show up in your business to make it run smoother. So then your business just kind of like slowly falls apart in one area or the next, or you're always frazzled getting the sheets on the table, or your schedule is always a little bit off. Maybe it looks like volunteering too much to the point where you don't enjoy it anymore and you feel resentful. Maybe it looks like not telling your clients that your price is going up, or giving massages to a few people here and there because you know they like it and you tell yourself you don't mind. Maybe it looks like taking that 6 p.m. client when you really wanted to be home by 5. Whatever it looks like for you, here is a moment to check in and see. Ask yourself, what am I doing that I don't like? What am I saying yes to when I mean no? What things am I observing that feel kind of yucky in my stomach that I'm just going along with? Asking yourself these questions and answering them, that's the key part right there, will help you feel better about your decisions and will help you understand yourself even more deeply. Awareness around your own boundaries and creating or adapting them to what's happening today is really important. Maybe what you decided last week no longer counts. Maybe it just isn't the right fit anymore. It's easy to go with the flow and all of the sudden feel like you're being washed down the river without a boat or a paddle. And it can happen slow and it can happen fast. If you're noticing any of these things happening in your personal life or your business, now is the time to just check in with yourself, create that awareness, and start to say no and allow yourself to feel the feelings that come up. When you have awareness around your boundaries and you create and adapt them to what's going on, you are better able to align yourself when things don't feel good. You're better able to see what's going on and make changes. And when you're able to do things more in alignment with yourself, things feel better in general in both your business and in your life. When you expand your willingness to feel yucky when you ask for what you need, you'll eventually not feel so uncomfortable. You'll feel less uncomfortable, actually. And you'll also start to realize that it's that asking for or saying the words that need to be said that creates comfort for you instead of discomfort. And you'll also notice and learn and start to appreciate kind of the juxtaposition of both of those feelings, comfort and discomfort. And what do those mean for you? And when you're unwilling to feel the discomfort, how does that actually keep you uncomfortable versus allowing you to move through those feelings and into comfort or calm or peace or whatever it is that you're looking for? I hope that's helpful for you guys. I'm going through a little bit of stuff in my business and in my life. I've got a son graduating from high school this month, and it's like the emotions are running high because I've never done this before. It's a weird time to adult, and it's a weird time to also be running a business that's expanding and expanding and expanding. So it's all of the things all at once. Life is always 50-50. And I'm just trying to enjoy everything and also at the same time kind of take stock and take note of the things that are no longer serving me and the things that will continue to serve me until they don't. So, on another note, I wanted to talk to you all about my program, Raise Your Rate Bootcamp, that's now available for purchase. I have done 3 versions of this class live, and I'm super proud of this third production of it. I've had students comment about how much tighter the material is and how much easier it is to understand and implement. And not to mention that the workbook is also totally gorgeous. I'm continually growing in my ability to teach what I have in my brain to you in a more concise and easy to consume manner. And my mission, as always, is to help you with your MFR business so you can enjoy all of the sides of your business, both inside and outside of it. If you haven't set your rates yet, or you haven't raised your rates in a while, I encourage you to take the course and take action on your rate. There are a lot of MFR therapists now making over 6 figures with ease and confidence who have gone through my programs, and I want you to be one of them too. And it starts with your rate. And I want you to know that I have a big announcement coming in the coming weeks. So you need to get on my wait list in order to hear it first. If you've previously been on the wait list, we are starting over again fresh. So we've emptied the wait list and it is ready for you to join it again. You can go to www.themfrcoach.com/waitlist and get on that specific email list. And you are not going to want to miss out. I will be announcing something huge and a huge change to the way I do coaching and the offers that are out there. And I want you, all of my listeners, to have very first access to that information and all of the bonuses that will be included. So go do that now. And also, if you are a regular listener of this podcast and you enjoy it, please head over to the place where you can review it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the podcast and leave a rating and review. Of course, nice things only. If you don't like it, just don't listen to it. If you love it, please let me know. It helps other people to find it. It offers them the suggestion when they open up their podcasts if the episodes are getting rated and reviewed. So I would really appreciate your support with that. And I will see you all next week on another episode of the MFR Coaches podcast. Get on that wait list and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for joining me today. My goal is to help all MFR therapists stop under-earning and burning out. I have several resources available for you. Read my book, The MFR Coach's Guide to Having Your Own MFR Business, available on Amazon and at Advanced John Barnes MFR seminars. Keep listening to the podcast. I'll always have fresh content each and every week. Join my group coaching program. Enrollment opens 4 times per year. We take all the information I teach and lay down the foundation for your 6-figure MFR business. It's more than just raising rates, but you'll make that the hardest part. Then expand into the business owner who delivers your rate like it's just the news and who can sell MFR to anyone in any situation. I'll show you how. Get on my email list, follow me on social media at the MFR Coach, and visit my website for more information on group enrollment, themfrcoach.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.